So we are out and about testing another pair of open-ear earbuds, and this time it's the Soundcore C40Is. These are the update to their previous C30Is that promise better fit, better sound, and still are cheaper than the likes of other open-ear earbuds from Sony and Bose. So we're out and about to check them out. Let's get into it. God, it's windy today. These earbuds were sent to me by Soundcore, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you are, as always, going to get my honest opinion. So open-ear earbuds, whilst generally not sounding as good as their in-ear counterparts, do have several advantages. I mean, first up, they're super small and compact. So whether it's the earbuds themselves or the case, they're super easy to wear, they're super easy to put in your pocket and pretty much take anywhere you want. They're also over-ear as well. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like shoving something in your ear, then you can now listen to music on the go without the discomfort of wedging something inside your ear. And they're also more secure as well, because if you're jogging with these, doing any physical exercise with them, these really do stay put, unlike in-ear earbuds that can fall out. They're also useful for awareness. So if you're going out for a jog, taking the dog for a walk, and you want to be aware of your surroundings, or you're jogging through traffic, then these are super useful for that as well. So there's certainly lots of pros to wearing open-ear earbuds, and it's definitely a trend because you're seeing more and more companies bring them out, and they're also getting better at doing it too. And the Soundcore C40Is deliver and tick pretty much all those boxes on the pros of open-ear earbuds. So the case and the earbuds are small and compact and super light. I mean, the earbuds themselves weigh about 5 grams, and the case is really small for putting in your pocket or putting in your bag. The design of these makes it really easy to put on your ears. You've got this nice flexible design, and that's something that's improved over the previous generation C30s because they were rigid and fixed and they didn't move. So these are going to suit a wider range of ear sizes. Just put them over the top of your ear, and then just move it around your ear until it sits wherever is best for you. Now there's going to be a little bit of trial and error because everyone's ear size is different, so you'll find some might move it up there, some might have it down there, but play some music and just have a bit of a play around. And it doesn't come off. Like, you can just shake your head, you can go for runs and stuff, it just doesn't come off, although they're also really easy to come off when you want to, because of that flexible hinged design. If you do find them a bit loose, these do also come with a medium and a large pair of ear tips which you can put on for a tighter fit. If you're the type of person who found the Soundcore C30Is too small or too tight, then these are going to fit you better. I've worn these for hours at a time and they've been super comfortable to wear. They don't pinch on your ears. They do feel a little bit weird because you're wearing open-ear earbuds, so if you haven't worn this particular style of clip-on earbuds before, it does feel a little bit weird because you're just not used to that style. But once you get used to it, it's awesome. I mean, I don't get wearing the glasses like I'm wearing at the moment, nowhere close, as opposed to some other open-ear earbuds which can be clip-on over, where they can sort of get in the way of glasses. So this design, again, if you're wearing glasses, are really good. I wear these a lot when I go out walking the dog because I can actually hear cars on the road or people walking past or anything else like that. I just find them really useful for that. I don't wear any earbuds for that anymore. Now, controlling these earbuds are super easy because Soundcore have added buttons to these rather than touch-sensitive controls. And on a pair of clip-in earbuds, that works really well because if your hands are hot and sweaty, then touch controls generally don't work. And because of also the design of clip-on earbuds, well, I found on previous versions that my neck actually triggers the touch controls on the back of the earbuds here. Now, with buttons, you don't actually get that problem. So it's great that we've got buttons on these rather than touch controls. You can also configure what each button action does in the Soundcore mobile app, be that a single, double, or a long press. There is one action that these earbuds have that I've been missing for a long time. With a long press on the button, the longer you hold it down for, the more it changes the volume up and down. And that might seem like a small thing, but it's something that I haven't seen many companies do recently. So moving on to the sound, and inside these are a pair of 12 by 17mm drivers. Now, that is physically the same size as the sound or the drivers that was in the C30Is. However, it's not the same driver, because the driver that drove the 730Is, they were a 16 ohm driver, and these are a 22 ohm driver. So there's more power needed to drive these drivers than there was in previous versions. Still, despite the more power required by these, you do still get 7 hours of battery life on a single charge, which is similar to open-ear earbuds offered by more premium brands like Sony and Bose. You'll also get a total of 21 hours of battery life with the case. Getting back to the sound though, and as I've said, that improved driver does give you better sound. There is a richness and a fullness to the bass that wasn't on previous versions. There's definitely a need to EQ it though, because I thought out of the box they sounded too bright. There's just too much treble. Now you can go into the Soundcore mobile app and you can choose from 4 different presets, or you can jump into the 8-band custom EQ, and that's definitely what I'd recommend doing. After EQing, these do sound pretty good. I mean, you don't get bone rumbling bass. I mean, these are open-ear earbuds after all, but there is more than enough bass for these type of earbuds. The mids and the highs are good enough, and it's certainly pleasant enough to listen to. They also go pretty loud as well. Although do bear in mind that these are open-ear earbuds, so the louder you go, the more people around you are going to be able to hear what you're listening to. Now I'm going to go over somewhere and do a quick mic test. You can hear what these sound like. It is a fairly windy day today, so you get to hear how well these mics on these cancel out that wind rustling and make my voice clear. So we are right on a hill now, so I'm getting the full force of the wind right in front of me. So this will be a really good test of how well the mics on these earbuds can cancel out the wind that's basically coming straight into my face. You're now listening to the mics on the C40i, so you can hear how well these earbuds are cancelling out the background noise of that wind and making my voice clear and well heard. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. So should you buy these? Well, I do think these are better than the previous generation C30i's. They have a better fit, they sound better, but they also cost more too. However, if you compare them to something like the Bose Ultra Open earbuds, well, they cost $299 and these only cost $100. So you do get an awful lot for your money with these. So I will put purchase links in the description down below so that you can go check them out for yourself. If you want to check out some other options though, be sure to check the link out up here somewhere. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.